Good morning everyone and welcome to Morning Markets. My name's Chris Leyland and I am Director of Investment Strategy here at True Potential. So what we want to do with these videos is really just talk through different data points that we're discussing as an investment team and also think about how that's affecting asset prices overall. So if we start with really Joe Biden and the stimulus package that's come through. So investors are digesting Joe Biden's very much expected $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. And that's to support businesses, households that have been struggling to cope with the economic consequences of the pandemic. The proposal, and it's called the American Rescue Plan, includes $1,400 checks to most Americans, a temporary boost to unemployment benefits, and a rise in the federal minimum wage to $15 per hour. On top of that, the package also includes a $400 billion of new spending to tackle the pandemic overall, and $20 billion towards the national vaccine program. So for us, the stimulus package, it's clearly positive. However, the reality is it's very much in line with expectations, so it hasn't really had such a huge effect on asset prices so far. Also, yesterday's unemployment figures in the US showed the number of Americans filing first-time applications for jobless benefits actually rose for the first time in 5 months, so it does illustrate that support, that stimulus is still needed. If we move over to the UK, in the UK, we've had GDP data to the end of November come out this morning. And that's really useful because it helps us gauge what effect the November lockdown had overall on economic growth. And we can look at that compared to the March lockdown. So Britain's GDP grew by 4.1% in the 3 months to November 2020. So that's actually the least since the economic recovery began in June to August. But I think what's most important is it's actually ahead of expectations. So it's beating expectations of a 3.4% expansion. I think if we just hover over November, so that's actually when we had the lockdown, GDP fell by 2.6%. And in some ways, it's not good because obviously GDP's fallen, but it makes sense in the fact that we are actually in a full lockdown. And that actually compares to a 5.7% slump. So we fell by 2.6, but it was tabled to fall by economists by 5.7%. So what you've seen when you dig into that is the service sector has struggled, but areas actually such as, say, construction have been largely unaffected by the pandemic. As we look out to today, we have a flurry of US economic data coming out, things like retail sales, producer price index. And if we look at how markets have opened, if we look at stock markets in the UK, in Europe, I'd say mildly negative right now at the open. And that's really due to further coronavirus cases coming through. So you've seen France imposing new curfews, and you've seen daily deaths in Germany due to COVID-19 hitting new records. Okay, that's everything from me. Thank you very much for listening. Please enjoy your weekend, whatever you're up to, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the True Potential YouTube channel. If you have any questions or requests for future videos, let us know in the comments.